Nelson Mandela Death, Day of Prayer in South Africa. People in South Africa are taking part in a day of prayer and reflection for late President Nelson Mandela. President Jacob Zuma will attend a service in a Methodist church in Johannesburg, with other multi-faith services planned throughout the day. A national memorial service will be held on Tuesday, ahead of a state funeral on 15 December. South Africans have been holding vigils since Mr Mandela died on Thursday at the age of 95. President Jacob Zuma urged South Africans to go to stadiums, halls, churches, and other places of worship on Sunday to remember their former leader. We should, while mourning, also sing at the top of our voices, dance and do whatever we want to do, to celebrate the life of this outstanding revolutionary who kept the spirit of freedom alive and led us to a new society. Let us sing for Madiba, he said, using Mr Mandela's clan name. Mr Mandela's successor as president, Thabo Mbeki, will attend a service at the Oxford Shell Synagogue in Johannesburg in the afternoon. Other senior politicians and ANC officials will go to services across the city and the country. Although crowds have already been out in many towns and cities, the government and the ANC want to make more scattered communities feel more intimately involved, the BBC's James Robbins reports from Johannesburg. Guard of honor. The focal points for public remembrance have so far been Mr Mandela's house in the Johannesburg suburb of Houghton and his old home in Soweto, with mourners lighting candles and laying thousands of wreaths of flowers. Mr Mandela's body will lie in state on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday at the heart of the South African government in Pretoria. Members of the public have been encouraged to line the route and form a guard of honor when his remains are taken to the site. A funeral cortege bearing his body is to travel through the streets of Pretoria for 3 consecutive days before his burial next Sunday. On Saturday it was announced that the United States President Barack Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama will attend Tuesday's memorial service, along with 3 other former United States presidents, George W. Bush, Bill Clinton and Jimmy Carter. One government minister has predicted the 95,000-seat stadium being used for the event will be overwhelmed, and promised that overflow areas would be set up. On Saturday his family gave their first public statement since his death, describing the difficulty of the past 2 days and the week ahead. Family spokesman Lieutenant General Jacob Zuma likened the late president to a baobab tree that had provided shade and protection to the Mandela family.